Hello and welcome to Crafty with Bailey. Today we're going to learn how to make the popular crayon art on canvas. Let's get crafty.
Hello and welcome to Crafty with Bailey. I'm Bailey Mayo. Today we're going to make the really popular crayon art on canvas. This is one that I've done in the past. You glue crayons up here and you melt it with a hairdryer or some other sort of heating device, and it melts onto canvas and it looks really cool. So for this craft today you're going to need some wax paper or parchment paper or any kind of barrier between your surfaces. You will need some crayons. I have a few boxes that I chose between simply because I wanted a more variety of color. You're going to need a hot glue gun, a hair dryer, scissors, canvas, and any kind of fake flour. So I'm using sunflowers today. And then you also need refills of hot glue guns. So let's get started. First, what I'm using today is kind of a variety of pinks and purples and blues. So I have a kind of ombre effect of that. So to start, I'm going to get them all in order. And I'm going to glue the crayons onto the very bottom of the canvas. And what I like to do, kind of a tip, is showing the title, the name of the crayon up top, just because it's the least amount of words it'll be showing on what you see. So I'm going to first lay out all my crayons and then get into gluing. Lay these all out. Okay. All right, so very carefully, and so with the title showing, I'm going to grab the opposite side, take my hot glue gun that's been hot for a little bit, and glue the opposite side very carefully. Taking the glue gun and carefully gluing it straight onto the canvas. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to take the next one. And let's see. So you're just going to do this with all the crayons. My hot glue gun is about to need a refill. So I'm going to grab another, maybe. Got my scissors for that reason. So another glue gun, refill. Okay. And just keep on going. Oh, it fell out. Joy. So once you kind of get the hang of it, you can speed up a little bit. So we have all our crayons glued. When we come back, we will start hot gluing and drying them. Thanks.
Do you wake up with a stiff neck, back, or both? Do you suffer from pain or tension throughout the day like this young man? There is a solution. Neck-Aid.
Hey man, try this. What is it? It's Neck-Aid.
If you're tired of neck and back pain, Neck-Aid will soothe your muscles.
Get Neck-Aid!
Hello and welcome back to Crafty with Bailey. I'm your host, Bailey Mayo. Before the break, we finished gluing our crayons onto our canvas, and now we're going to start drying them with the blow dryer. So to get started, I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way. And that parchment paper that I talked about earlier, or wax paper, whatever you want to use, is going to be very helpful in not getting crayon everywhere. So I'm going to spread this out. And also it's a little helpful if you have like any like sort of barrier with your clothing, because it kind of gets messy. So what you're going to do, it's going to get a little loud, but what you're going to do is have your blow dryer aimed kind of pointed downward onto the crayon so that they melt just straight down. So we're going to do that real quick, and usually a lower setting, not of heat, but of power is a little bit better, just so you don't splatter crayon everywhere. So here we go. This one. All right. So that's about all I wanted with the amount that it melted. You can really manipulate it and get kind of the array of color that you want, the spread. So mine kind of spread a little bit more this way. If I had spent more time on it, I could have gotten it that way, but for this exact project, this is kind of what I was going for. So what we're going to do now, this one's still a little wet, but while that's drying, we have our little fake flowers that we're going to cut the stems off, because this is going to end up looking like a flower pot. So we're going to take our flowers and cut the little ends off, and they will go flying. Okay. That one's got one. Only need a couple of these, so I think this is probably good. Let's use 3 for today. So I'm going to take the other ones that I did not use, and we're going to start gluing them onto our cute little flower pot. So I'm going to take my flower and my glue gun, and kind of where the crayons ended is kind of the end of the stem, if you want to call it that. Just going to press that down and hold it, and now it's secure. Take another one, glue it right there. Here's a kind of smaller one that I'm going to lay down. And just for the heck of it, I'll take a even smaller one and glue it. Actually, here's one. Okay. That one's not one to stay, but this is kind of what you're going for, and hope you enjoyed.